So this auction's no reserve. It's April 12th. Bring cash. So this 67 Camaro is going up then, along with all the rest of them. So it's going to be a wild mother auction, and I hope everyone spends all their money on all the other cars. Yeah, this is the one I want. Come on down on the auction and check out all the rest of them. April 12th.
All right, we just moved the Corvette out of Mike's shop.
Yes.
Mike, are you feeling happy that it's out of your shop?
Yes, the 2 weeks that turned into 3 months, yes. It's like a never-ending tale. Trash, sad, tragic tale of woe and despair. Anyway.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous job. Anyways, and it actually drove out there. It's dusty and it still needs to go for an actual test drive, but probably gonna wait till the rest of the snow's gone next week, but there she is, sitting outside. Ran and drove. Pretty excited to be done with that. That was not a great start to for my first project, but I'm glad it's done. And now we're working on Mike's junk.
Yes. So get in there and get that car.
Going back, I got a few little pinholes and stuff that I want to fill in the side there. This is not by any means perfect. I'm just making it basically smooth and but yeah, so this car, hopefully we get the underbody and frame painted before the end of the week. But yeah, Mike did want me to bondo the quarters and stuff, but I have talked him out of it into just skimming the welds. Basically, whoever buys this car is probably gonna strip it all down again anyways and do all their own body work, so they know what they're working with. Generally, people just don't buy an epoxy car and start doing their body work over top of it. So I told him it's probably pretty much pointless to do bond over the whole quarter because you're just hiding what's already there. The smart glass over top of the welds though, I feel is still important, because if there is any porosity in your welds, they can rust if it's sitting outside. So this stuff is also waterproof. I like to put it over all the top of the welds, whether they have pinholes or not. It's just a precautionary thing, and it does make it look a little bit better. So a couple little gouges I still gotta fix up here, but that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna get this car prepped so we can paint the frame and under the body while Mike finishes cleaning up his massive mess in that bay, because me and him have to get the Chevelle into paint booth so I can spot prime the parts before Blair gets back on Monday or Saturday. Anyways, that's it for today. I'm excited that the Corvette's done. So yeah, and I'm gonna be working with Mike, and Mike said he probably has like 3 weeks of work for me because he wants me to stay and finish the Chevelle and maybe one other car. So who knows if I'm going back to Barrier soon, but I owe Mike one, so I'm just gonna do what he says after having my Chevelle in the shop for that long. So all's good in the hood.
See what we got going here. Sure I missed a few spots, but whatever. She's back in black. Ooh, AC/DC. Back in black. So that new product, I figured you'd get the inner tubs while we were there. When we did the welds, I just blew a coat over it. I kind of like the texture on this stuff. It's almost like a gravel guard, but it's supposed to be a paint. It's shiny. It's supposed to be bulletproof. We did on the inside of the fenders. The inner fenders. On the inside of these fenders, just because I mixed up too much product, but anyway, should be protected. Put a couple coats of two-part epoxy on the outsides after. We spray the rest of the body, but I want the rest of the body to look gravel guarded. Anyway. Hey guys, a little update on our 1 week for turning into 3.5 weeks. Anyway, we got the frame painted yesterday. She's looking pretty good. I just did the inner tubs. I just gave a little quick coat where we joined some of the body panels up. Just a quick coat here. We're leaving the rest unpainted because it's all in EDP primer, so people can admire the new floors and the new trunk. Sprayed the inside of the fenders just to protect them, shiny and black. We finally got the hood sitting out there in the box. Sprayed the inners. Anyway, we've got to find some tires and rims for this. We're going to drop it down on the body mounts. We've got a brand new body mount kit. Put some tires and rims on this. Drop this down, and hopefully by the end of next week, we're just waiting for the front valence because this one was pretty ratty. We should be able to bolt this thing together, put all the rest of the parts in it. Outside, waiting for somebody to take it home at the auction. Anyway, 69 GTO, cool car, factory 4-speed, factory disc brakes, tinted glass, power windows, power trunk lock, power antenna. Had some cool options. I've had people tell me these somebody put in, but like I said, I've got the build sheet for it right from GM. I guess it's a pretty rare option. Turning lights. So you can see when you turn, you don't hit anybody. Anyway, cool car. Needs a good home.
All right, so I've got all of the stuff cleared away from this car, and I'm going to spray it with a coat of epoxy. I've got box that the Radsport came out of over top of the Radsport, and I've kind of masked it off just where the frame's open there and the brakes and the new Radsport. So yeah, we're just giving this a quick coat of epoxy so it can be put back together and then put outside, just so it doesn't rust before the auction. Yeah, that's what we're up to today. A lot of surface area on the car, the inside and the outside of the car both have to be sprayed with epoxy. So it's quite a bit of surface area. So yeah, we're just gonna get after it. I don't even know what day it is today. I think it's Wednesday. One sec. Where'd I put it? Yeah, it's Wednesday. So today, finish this up, and then I got a spot that I got to touch up on the white on the trunk for the Chevelle, and then that'll probably bring me to the end of the day, and then tomorrow I'll come in and start masking that up and get the booth ready for paint. And then I'm gonna have to come in on Sunday. I don't know if I'll come in on Friday and Sunday. Probably do both. Anyways, we're really behind. There's not a whole lot of time before the auction. So we're just trying to get this stuff moving. Mike did want to do all the body work on this car, but kind of talked him out of it because whoever gets the car and restores it is probably going to strip it down to bare metal again anyways. So I don't think that there's much point in mudding it. So we're just going to hit it with some epoxy and make sure it doesn't rust. And I got to blow the plates out or take the car off. Well, it's dusty and dirty, but anyways, I'm going to put you guys on time lapse and you guys can watch me blow this out and paint it.
Today's mission is I'm going to try to bolt the GTO front clip together. We have a few parts here in the way, but the rad support, Cassidy has it sitting there underneath the cardboard box. So I'm going to put the inner fenders on. I'm going to hang the outer fenders. And then I've got this front nose that I have to put on. It's not primed yet. It's leaning over there in gray. And I've got to find some front wheels. So I might take the ones off of Mike Chevelle, because I think it's high time he put the proper wheels on his own car. And steal those wheels back so I can get this thing rolling around. Yes, and it needs a bunch of clips. Go. Okay. This one I'm going to go find the bolts that hold the back of it in. Back here. And up front, I got to get a bunch of clips off the original. Alright, so some of these I have to sandblast and paint black. So that adds a bit of time. I'm going to get a couple bolts started here. That's about. Must be missing a filler panel of sorts. You gotta see, oh, it is nuts and bolts. You can get the back side. So, half-inch bolt. Geez. It feels like I should have something else in here. I'm not sure. I am going to have to look that up. There's some bolts in here, but I don't see anything for them. Bolts and fender. There's got to be some type of filler panel. Maybe here. Let's see. No, there's got to be something that goes in here. I just don't know what that is. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this front bumper bolted up somehow, one way or the other. New bolts, new nuts. Yes. Okay. Huh. Good start. I don't want to drop the bolts into the frame. They tend to roll down to the lowest spot. Then you got to get a magnet. All right. And the next one. All right. Now we're going to put hood hinges on. One way or the other. Let's go find out. When you have a hinge bent like that, you know the rivets are worn right out. This side's not quite so bad, but now I just want to make sure these are for this car. Right color. Okay, I gotta see if I can find something better. I could try heating that up. Rivet it with a hammer, so red hot, rivet it, quench it to make it hard. It may or may not work. If I can't find another hinge, I'm going to have to try that. So, we'll go have a look. This is freaking remarkable. If they work. Mike has a 68 Chevelle, not the one he drives, in the yard. And seeing he's not here, these were sitting in the back seat. And I think they're the same. I mean, that's a 68 Chevelle. Probably same roof skin. That's what I was hoping for. Well, I can't say he's going to be super happy about it. But hell, I'm just going to put them on. This is excellent. Yeah, they're identical. That is cool. So I'll put them on, then put the springs on. That's great. What we've done is taken a car that most people wouldn't have saved, and we've made it into a pretty freaking cool car that just about anybody could take from here, finish hammering. I think there's a pinhole on the other rock or something like that. But basically, this is a really good start, an excellent start, in fact. So if someone's going to buy this at the auction, they are going to be way ahead of the game. And 69 GTO is a pretty freaking cool car.
Let's see what has been happening while I've been away. Oh, look at this. 69 Gran Torino Omologato, also known as a GTO.
Gran Torino?
Omologato. It was a race in Italy, and that's what they named the car off. That's what the
GTO stands for Gran
Turismo Omologato.
No way.
Yes, Blair. Why would I lie to you, except on payday? Anyway, okay, guys, as per usual, this one's going in the auction. No reserve, new hood, basically new suspension except for upper A-arm shafts and bushings, all new tie rods, new hubs, rotors, new floor pan. Like I said, no body work. So what you're seeing is bare steel. The only mud on the car is a few dents here, but like I said, if you saw what we started with, Blair?
Oh yeah.
It's like that ad, you've come a long way, baby. There's a slight little bit of fiberglass over our welds on the quarter skins. Said new trunk, brand new floor. This car was ordered with a lot of very cool options. Has a 390 posi in it, was factory disc brakes, power steering, power brakes.
AC?
No AC, all tinted glass. 4-speed.
Antenna?
Power antenna.
Yeah, I remember.
Power antenna, remember the power antenna bed? And power trunk lock, which I'd never seen on a car. Well, not a muscle car. And it had the optional rear window defogger motor.
Oh, that's right.
Right, so it had some cool stuff. We've got some grills for it, the original grills. This original nose cone, it needs restoration, but I mean, the car is going no reserve. We probably got 20,000 into it. I know we're gonna take an ass whooping, but somebody now at least can realize the dream, and hopefully they're gonna take this car and bring it back to its full glory. It was a green on green car. Buddy of mine has a back seat because the upholstery, as you can see, was not in very good shape. But we do have this set of original buckets, but I've got some other cores we're going to include with the original buckets so you can save all the green metal right from the backing and the sides. There was no tranny, there was no motor, but again, we've got a front windshields going in it. It does need glass. It only came with one piece of glass, but like I said, you're buying something that's basically ready to get torn apart again. Order the parts, do the body and paint, put it back together. But it's a solid factory disc brake, 4-speed posi with some cool options, 69 GTO. It's a pretty rare car. Again, brand new trunk. Fix the tubs, like I said.
You have the rear deck panel, but it's just sitting.
Yeah, we do. We do have another rear deck panel. Blair actually fixed the one we had, but we've ordered one. It's going to need a little bit of work on the lip, but that's any A-body trunk. You can open it up, cut those pieces off. It just, we've got to stop the bleeding somewhere, and this is where we've stopped it, okay? We're just putting it together. I've got some factory rally, Pontiac rally wheels we're going to put on it, and this is the way it's going to look at the auction. Anyway, 69 GTO, a pretty horny looking car.